Hello everyone, my name is indeed CactiMamba, and today we are going to be talking about something a little bit out of the norm. But before I go any further, I want to let you guys know that this is going to be spoilers for the next patch. So do not watch if you do not want spoilers for the next patch. And also, this is not going to be gameplay videos. Even though there might be some gameplay in the background of me doing whatever as I'm talking, this is not going to be me focused on any sort of build or anything like that. So with that being said, let's get into the video. I'm getting all of this information from an interview that was done between the real Prim Sword and Dan Felder. So if you want to go and watch the original video, that would be absolutely awesome. There's a lot to gain from this video, and I will not be talking about everything that they talk about in this video. But what I am going to be talking about is some of the new stuff that they did talk about that they are going to be implementing into the game. All of the stuff I'm going to be talking about is coming in this patch that should be coming up next week if you're watching this as when it comes out. So that being said, let's talk about all of the different things that have been added, or will be added rather. The first one being the new legend level. So for a long time, as you guys are familiar, we went from starting out at the beginning of Path Champion, legend level 20 was what we started with, and then we moved to legend level 30 a while ago, and we've been stuck at legend level 30 for quite a long time. And from now we are going to be moving from 30 to 50, and 30 to 50, let me tell you, it's a big jump because it's going to add a lot of the content that you guys are looking for. You are going to be so happy because you are going to be getting so much Stardust. I'm telling you guys right now, basically what they revealed is that for every single level, you are going to be getting 2 gold vaults, then a platinum vault, and that repeats 3 times until you get a gold reliquary, okay? Then it's another 2 gold vaults and a platinum vault, repeated again 3 times until you get another gold reliquary, and that gets you all the way to level 50. You guys are going to be getting 2 Epic Relics, as well as 2 Spirit Forges to put them on the characters. And you're also going to be getting a crap ton of Stardust as long as you already have most of the characters. Well, on the one end, you're probably thinking, it took forever for us to level up the levels because it scales over time, right? It gets so much tougher to level up each time. Well, no, they're actually going to be capping the XP required for those legend levels at 30k XP. And basically, I did the math for you guys, so you guys didn't have to look at everything that was kind of like entwined in there and everything. And so with 6 platinums and 12 gold vaults, assuming that you have every single character unlocked, okay? Platinum vaults unlock and give you 20 fragments for 2 different characters most of the time. And when gold vaults unlock, they give you 10 fragments for each character that it would be going for. So, as you guys know, 10 fragments for any champion that you already have unlocked is 100 Stardust. Okay, so if you're unlocking 20 for 2 with a platinum, that's 400. And since you get 6 platinums, you will get 6 times 400, which will be 2,400 Stardust. That's right, or quite a bit. Right? And then also, if you get the gold vaults, as you're going to be leveling up as well, you will also be getting 200 Stardust because it's 10 fragments for 2 different champions. And you have 12 of those, which is another 2,400 Stardust. So basically, you're getting 2,400 Stardust twice over. So you're going to be getting 4,800 Stardust, which is so much, guys. I mean, that's enough to get almost to 2 golden reliquaries, which means that you'll basically be able to unlock, you'll be able to get 2 of the Epic Relics, as well as the other 2 that you're going to be getting anyways from the thing. So basically, at the end of this, you should have 4 Epic Relics, which also allows you to really start to kind of add on and allows you to kind of focus more on getting some of those Spirit Forges to be able to unlock them on some of your champions, because you should have at least 1 Epic Relic you're satisfied with out of, the 10 that are available currently. So hopefully you guys are already excited for the legend level. I mean, I am. Like, that on its own is already a huge increase for us, because passively it means that whenever we're doing our daily challenges, we're actually getting more value again. That's the legend level that was just added in, which is a very exciting addition to Path of Champions, especially since we literally just got a patch for Path of Champions just a little bit ago. But now we also get the even more exciting thing in my mind. The monthly challenge is something that's implemented quite a long time ago and has a lot of interesting things with it, but there was no reason to do it unless you were just looking for a challenge about the champions. And personally, I actually didn't really play at all any of the monthly challenges until I've been playing it this month. I am going to actually have, spoiler, I am going to be making a video actually on it and kind of going you guys through my entire kind of challenge stuff. But now there's going to be even more of a reason to do all that. And I'm so happy about all this, because there's actually a reason. That's right. There's actually a reason to do the monthly challenge now. And there's going to be a new champion that's going to be exclusive to the monthly rewards. Now, I don't know how many months this is going to go on for. They did not mention how many months. So basically what's going to happen is you are going to play the challenges, right? And as you go on with all of this, right, you are going to, for each amount of wins that you get, you will get more and more stuff. So with 10 wins, you are going to get 20 Aurelion Sol fragments. With 20 wins, you will get 2 silver reliquaries. With 30 wins, you will get 20 Aurelion Sol fragments again. With 40 wins, you will get 3 cosmic pearls, which I don't think they end up talking about what those actually are, so I still don't know what those are. If you get 50 wins, you will get another 20 Aurelion Sol fragments, and if you get 60 wins, you'll get another 3 silver reliquaries. So even if you're not looking for more Aurelion Sol fragments, you're still getting more Stardust, you're still getting more chances for relics, things like that. So it's still really good to win. And then 70 wins, so if you get a perfect 70 out of 70, you're able to get past all the wins that are needed, you will get 40 Aurelion Sol fragments as well, right? So what does that total out to? It totals out to 80 Aurelion Sol fragments. Now, with that, the reward kind of coming in, that might mean that there's going to be more rewards for monthly challenges in the future. I don't know. I don't have all the answers here. You are going to be able to get quite a bit in this first monthly that's coming out in November. So it's November 1st for everyone. So even though the new patch, which is coming next week, will have everything, it will not have the Aurelion Sol release stuff for the next monthly challenge until next month. So you do have a little bit of time to prepare, a little bit of time to get ready, a little bit of time to be sad because you have to wait so long, but I'm okay with that because it allows us a little bit of time to prepare. I know that I'll be leveling up quite a few characters just to make sure I absolutely do not lose these runs because I want as many of the fragments as possible, right? And it's a good thing to note that with this new release, right, you cannot get the Aurelion Sol levels through wild fragments. Keep that in mind. You cannot use wild fragments for Aurelion Sol, so you must do it through the monthly challenge. Do not let this opportunity pass you. This is going to be valuable in the sense of getting a new champion who's going to be absolutely fun and absolutely broken, because I will talk about more about him in a second. And also, it allows you to get more silver reliquaries, which is more rare relics if you guys don't already have them, and also cosmic pearls, which I still have no idea what those are, but it'll be awesome to do, okay? And also, people are going to be very excited for Aurelion Sol. He is going to be a 4-star champion. The first 4-star champion we have ever had in Path of Champions, which is going to be so exciting. I mean, I'm legitimately so hyped for the addition of this. I was basically jumping in my seat when I first saw this. So basically, if we're going to give you a quick rundown of each of the abilities, again, spoilers, if you don't want to see this, please click away. Each of the stars will only be able to unlock through the fragments that you can get in the monthly challenge. And the first star is Astral Radiance. When you play a created card, reduce the cost of allied champions everywhere. So any allied champion you get anywhere will be reduced by 1. And when you play a champion, level them up. And he says you're welcome for leveling up the champion whenever you play them. So anytime you play a support champion, it will auto level. So just keep that in mind. So you'll only ever have level 2 champions. Now, I don't know how that would work with the Ascended cards. I actually am kind of curious to know what ends up happening with that. But let's move on to star number 2. Again, you get +1 starting mana. So again, pretty typical in that regard. But Cosmic Creator, I graciously bestow a rare or epic item upon all your created cards. So anytime you create a card, whether it be through Manifest, Invoke, through creating a new card, through card generation with summon effects, whatever it might be, you are always going to bestow a rare or epic item to any card that is created. So just keep that in mind, that there are some very valuable things that you can get off of those cards. And I would be focusing on that quite a bit. It's going to be very fun to play around with. Already so far, with the 2 that we have, this is already such a unique champion that we have yet to see anywhere else. Now, is he very broken? 100%. I'm not saying he isn't. I'm definitely saying that you're going to have a lot of fun with him, though. And star 3 becomes Astral Radiance 2, and when you play a created card, reduce the cost of allied champions everywhere by 2. When you play a champion, you level them up. You're welcome. It's the exact same power, except it's 1 more cost reduction, which is still really, really strong, because say you play 2 created cards, well, now your Aurelion Sol, instead of costing 8, costs 6 because it was reduced twice more, right? It's basically like an Aatrox star 3 versus star 1, right? So that's a star 3. Again, not very special in comparison. Again, it's the same amount of fragment cost that it would be otherwise, whereas the 4th star, okay, this is the new stuff. This is the stuff that you all want to see, right? He is just insane. This is like, we were going to be wondering, if it's a 4th star, does it add on and just give you another starting mana and kind of increase, what star 2 was? No, it doesn't. It actually creates a holding power. It is Breath of Light. When you play a unit, double its stats. If it is Aurelion Sol, then the sky descend upon all of your pathetic enemies. So basically, when you play a unit, double its stats, already disgusting. So any unit you play, it's doubling the stats of. So, you have a 1 mana 3/3, it's going to be a 1 mana 6/6. Okay, so this is already just bonkers. But then also on top of this, if you play Aurelion Sol, you come down as a 20/20, okay, if you don't have anything else upgraded. And then on top of that, the Sky's Descent. And what that means is, if any of you guys don't know what the Sky's Descent is, it's a card that normally costs 15 mana, okay, unless you have Celestial cards, and it deals 15 to all enemies. So basically, you're board wiping, or at least you're removing spell shields, you're removing a lot of the cards on the board, you're weakening them quite a bit. This is just ridiculous. This 4th star is like the cherry on top. Now, what's the only caveat to this 4th star? Well, great question. It cost 100 fragments, which tells me that we're probably going to be seeing this monthly around for more than 1 month, because I don't think it's possible to get 100 fragments in a month. But that's pretty awesome, because it means that over the course of multiple months, you actually get to unlock Aurelion Sol. And if that is true, where it's more than 1 month, right, and you're not just getting, Aurelion Sol fragments constantly and whatever, that means that over the course of 1 month, you get 100 fragments. So basically, that would mean that your first 30 fragments would be towards unlocking Aurelion Sol, if they do it traditionally, just like they do with every other character. And then your next 10 fragments that you get from the 30 wins, because you get 40 for your first 30 wins, you would be getting the unlock as well as star 1, so you would already have the Cosmic Curation. And then after 50 wins, you would have the 20 fragments needed to star 2, which means that you would already have star 2. And then after 70 wins, you would have star 3 on Aurelion already. And then basically what that means is that in the next month, you would be able to unlock for December, so what a great Christmas present, right? After you complete another 70 wins, so you have to complete 70 wins twice to get 4-star on Aurelion Sol, you basically could just wait to use the Aurelion Sol fragments, like, at the end. And then after that, I think that you basically just get free Aurelion Sol fragments. I don't know how long they will do this for, but I would assume it's at least for 2 months, because otherwise I don't think it's possible to unlock Aurelion Sol completely. And I don't see a point to making Aurelion Sol a 4-star unless you can unlock Aurelion Sol to 4 stars. So there's going to be some way to unlock Aurelion Sol to 4 stars. We don't know the complete thing yet, but it is coming. I am so hyped. I mean, this is like the amount of things you can do with Aurelion Sol is going to be ridiculous. Okay, like he is really the primary focus of this next patch. And it sucks that, yes, he is going to come late, technically, from like the patch point of view. He is coming in November 1st, which I'm literally recording this on the 6th of October when the interview comes out, which means that we're not going to see Aurelion Sol for basically a month, in my mind. But that's okay, because like I said, it gives us time to prepare and everything like that. And then also the other thing that we do get, by the way, from this next kind of reward that's kind of coming out, is we get a new Epic Relic, which is going to be awesome because it's perfectly tailored to Aurelion Sol, which means that you're even more so incentivized, again, to use this relic. Basically what it is it's Starforged Gauntlets, okay? It's going to be a little bit blurry because the thing I clipped, the video quality wasn't, like, perfect, which is okay, but maybe I'll end up getting a better image for you, but if not, it is what it is. I'm going to read it to you anyway, so you should be able to know. It's Starforged Gauntlets. It's an epic item, so you do need an epic relic slot, and what it does is, if I'm Titanic, +1 starting mana, you can find level 2 champions when you invoke or manifest, even if they are not in play. So basically, if you use this on Aurelion Sol, and you invoke, you're going to find like level 2 champions, things like that, which is already disgusting as is, but also another mana at the start of the game, which means that you're going to start with like 3 mana right at the start, which you've never had before unless you find like powers in game or you find something like that. But the ability through an epic relic to actually move you from 2 mana to 3 mana right at the start is actually insanely strong. Like that on its own is already valuable, right? Just getting out that 1 extra starting mana, but then on top of that, being able to find level 2 champions for free, right? And you don't necessarily have to pick them if you don't want to, but the fact that you're going to be able to find them for free when you invoke or manifest, especially since it synergizes so well with Aurelion Sol, is going to be so strong. Now, Dan did mention it has like some sort of bundle, so there's going to be some way to like bundle with like Aurelion Sol or whatever. I don't completely know what that's supposed to mean. I'm sure we'll get more info, not only with the patch video that's supposed to come out next Monday, but also with everything that's kind of coming out with the patch notes and all that. So we won't really know for sure about everything until next week, but I'm just getting you guys like going in terms of like thinking about like, oh my god, there is going to be like stuff coming Path of Champions wise. Now, on top of everything that they did talk about, they did also talk about some of the things that were more like incoming in Path of Champions for the future that I did not mention, or also talking about the difference between fragments versus Stardust and things like that. So if you guys want to check out that kind of stuff inside the interview, there was a lot I did not talk about, including actual gameplay of Aurelion Sol that I'm not going to put in my video because I don't want to take away that content from Primsword. So basically what I'm saying is that they did a really fantastic interview that you guys should definitely check out. I will most likely be linking it in the description down below if you guys want to check that out as well. It was absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed being hyped about something in Path of Champions because for the longest time it kind of felt like we were just getting something that was kind of like guiding us along, but we weren't getting absolute new content, and now we are. But yeah, so that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my commentary. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.